Okay, we are doing the South Dixie Highway Industrial Submarket, where we have 630 properties that are actively in that area, identified as industrial properties. Right now, we've got 16 that are actively on the market, 4 that have closed in the last 3 months. On the leasing side, we've got 33 that are actively for lease and 24 that have been inked in the last 12 months. As you can see, that industrial submarket runs all the way from Florida City all the way up to the Brickell area. As far as leasing, we know that we're at $21.92 a square foot. That's up a little bit over 3% from the last year. As far as the leasing, you can see again, the orange line is an indication of where we're expecting the rents to be, where they are now versus where they were 5 years ago. And the expectation, what we were thinking was going to take place between the second and third quarter of this year, seems to have been extended. It now is moving out somewhere into the 2026 region before the rents start to go up again. Again, you can see that the asking rent is somewhere below the market trend itself. As far as the time on the market, we're down to about 4 months. That's the trend line for that area. As far as the dollar per square foot on sales, that's at $280 a square foot. That's up almost 6% from last year. And you can see again, very strong last 5 years. And right now we are holding flat. As a matter of fact, there's a little bit of a dip and something interesting we're seeing in this submarket, where the expectation was, again, about 3 months ago, that it was going to go up somewhere between the second and third quarter, that the pricing would start to go up again. We're seeing that that number has been extended all the way out to 2027 before we start to see prices to go up again. So the first opportunity that we see is, if you are thinking of, or that you need additional space, reach out to us, because again, prices seem to be either a little bit dipped or holding flat for another 18 months, the first opportunity. As far as the dollar per square foot on sales by star rating, the smaller properties are still getting the highest dollar per square foot. Cap rates, on the other hand, they have been holding flat. They're at 6%. They've been there for over a year, and the expectation is that they're going to go up a little bit more. Right now, hold probably until the next quarter, fourth quarter, and then go up again. And then again, they're going to hold out all the way out into 2027 before they start to go down as well, which again, that kind of is in line with the sales price. As far as the trades and the quality of the trades for investors, we know that somewhere between 3 and 8% is the bulk of those. So we're a whole bunch of those that were in the 6 to 7%. So again, there were some good trades that were done in that area, good investor trades. As far as the dollar per square foot on the star rating, it still seems like the medium and the smaller stuff were the best ones for the investors. Lastly, of the properties that actually sold last year, the 36 that sold, 24 were on the market. So we know that there was 12 properties that sold that were not listed. And again, we know statistically speaking, if you went on the market and you didn't, or you sold and you didn't go up, put it on the market, you probably got a little bit less, anywhere from 20 to 30% less than what the market is calling for. So if you are thinking of selling, reach out to us. We can tell you what your property's worth and probably how to get the most for your property.